Hello. Welcome to the Psychic Wave podcast. Please enjoy the following presentation. It has been specially formatted for human consumption. I am beginning to understand my purpose. I am my thoughts. If my physical form does not exist, am I real?
So this is the 22nd episode of the Psychic Wave podcast, and I'm with the band Fünke.
Here we are, some of the band.
Some of the band. You guys have
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. It ain't bad. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hello, my name is Tristan Pernito. I am the lead singer of this band, and I'm also the rhythm guitarist.
Yeah, man. I am Will Nicewander. I am the drummer in this band.
I'm Steven Caceres. I am the guitarist. The lead guitarist.
Yeah. Ouch.
Okay, so I talked with Will a little bit before you guys showed up, and he lives in Seal Beach. You guys are like Fullerton area. So how the fuck did you guys like meet each other and start playing music?
It was in college. We went to Fullerton, FJC, the junior college of Fullerton.
Yeah.
And like I know we were in this band like this was like the first 3 people in this band. It was me, Will, and Ian.
Ian Camarena.
And I don't know where he's at now.
We don't know what Ian
kind of
does.
just disappears, and then like we'd be like, "Where are you?" And then like
6 months
reply,
later.
Yeah, 6 months later. Hey guys, what's up? What the hell?
What?
Yeah, like a couple months later, he would reply, "Yo, man, when we
What's
jamming?"
band practice? I was like, "What the hell? What's band practice?"
Something just fell on me.
What the hell?
I saw that coming from like that way. What the hell?
What?
No, I think it was on your jacket or something. What is that?
Oh, my pin is what it was.
Maybe
What the
Okay.
hell was
I was thinking the same thing.
Like there's ghosts, but it's my toy machine pin.
Oh, okay, nice. I've got an Ed Templeton book right here.
I saw that. I saw the eye. I have that tattooed on me.
Nice. So yeah, this guy who disappears, that's not a good bandmate.
Yeah, he.
Can't really play shows like
Yeah,
that.
we were trying to get that together, but then we kind of just like he kind of disappeared, and we're like, damn. So there's only like 2 people in this band.
Yeah.
So we're like,
It was just me and Tristan for the longest time. We started this band in 2014, and we didn't really start playing shows till 2017.
Yeah, it's
Like-
just trying to find like the right people to play with. Really, that's the hardest thing to do.
That's pretty much what happened with Psychic Wave. We've gone through like a few members and really didn't play our first shows until the end of last year.
Yeah.
And right around, actually, the Death Club show that got shut down was supposed to be our first show
yeah.
as Psychic Wave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was your first show.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What was that? That was our second show.
Dude, that was our first official like
I know. I heard.
house show, really, because we played at the Day of Music.
Okay.
And, Fullerton. That was our first official gig, but
Yeah, we kind of tricked people. I mean, not on purpose, but for some reason our Instagram has a good amount of followers. And
Yeah.
so people were booking us as headliners. And I was like, all right.
That's so funny. Oh, man.
God.
I never knew that. That's so funny because we only have like 137, like 140 followers on
Like our
Instagram.
friends and family.
It's really funny. Like,
Shout out.
Yeah, seriously though, shout out to Tristan's family. Whenever Tristan's family comes through, that's half the crowd. It's really funny. Our first gig we
Big
played.
Filipino family.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Yeah, it was really funny. The first gig we ever played was probably the biggest crowd we pulled. First gig we ever played, there was probably like 60 people, 50 to 60 people.
Oh, nice.
And it was only us, like, because it was Moe's Music Store in Fullerton, and it was the
Right.
Day of Music. And we played on this crappy stage with a bunch of easy ups because it's in the middle of summer.
They couldn't even see our heads.
Yeah.
Like the pictures, it was just our bodies.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, dude, it's so. People were like taking pictures from like the down angles because the
Wait,
easy up's
wait.
like I was playing drums and the easy up was like here on my eye level.
Yeah.
So everything from like my nose down you could probably see.
Okay, I'm
It was-
kind of dumb. What's an easy up?
Oh, the
like a
canopy
tent.
tents that people put up.
Oh,
Those
okay.
four, yeah.
Okay,
You
got
get
it.
It was just really funny, but there were so many people there and everyone loved the show. And then the second show we played was the Death Club show.
Yeah.
And we played after Stormhouse and just before the NARS. And Stormhouse had brought a
Was that
huge
what
crowd.
happened? I thought you guys played. Oh no. Stormhouse did go on. Wait.
Stormhouse was first, I think.
Yeah,
And then it was
they were
us.
just on the podcast.
Yeah.
last
Yeah, they
week.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched that one yet, but I'll have to.
Yeah. It was a mess. But so you guys played second.
Yeah,
And,
we played second that night.
That show wasn't the same for you guys? Like
Well,
It
we
was-
had our normal. So at every show we've played so far, we have our normal like 10 or 15 people show up, like our squad, if you want to put it.
uh-huh.
Like our friend, yeah, close friends and family.
Your fucking clique?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coming in and like, yo, go Tristan.
Exactly. Anyway, that one was fun though. But then the crowd kind of thinned out after Stormhouse played, especially because, well, no, that happened during Band Apart. Band Apart played after us. No, it was Band Apart and then the NARS because
Yeah.
the show got shut down during the NARS
Yeah.
and the fight happened during Band Apart Day, which
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll hear about in a second.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we played and the crowd kind of thinned out. So there was only like 20 or 30 people when we played, and
It was a fun experience.
yeah, it
It's cool,
definitely
like
was.
lighting and all that.
I like house shows no matter what. Like
Oh, it was fun. That
it's
was a-
always good energy,
Mm.
but it was too many underage, and I mean like way underage drinkers, like
Oh,
17, 16-year-olds that were getting fucking hammered, and I don't know, they were having a really good time.
Oh, you know, we
And
actually opened that show. Now that I think about it, because we were gonna play at 8 p.m. and no one was there. There was literally 4 people in there, and we were like, I told Brittany, and she was like, yeah, well, you guys can wait. Like, there's no one here yet. You're good.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah, that I understand that, but I talked to Death Club about that before, and I'm just bitter because we didn't get to play.
I know
But
what you
I was
mean.
like, I was telling the Death Club girls after, I was like, you know, that shit happens. Like, but you can't push back 3 other bands because like there's not a lot of people there at the beginning.
That's true.
But listen to me, I'm such an asshole because I'm saying this, and this was supposed to be my first show.
Dude, it's no worries.
Do you know about etiquette? No,
I mean,
I'm
no,
kidding.
there's no harsh feelings there. I mean, there was,
No, I'm kidding. It was just,
yeah.
it was just like, our drummer had been in so many bands,
Mhm.
and he was more bummed out than us. I was just happy to be there, and we were drinking and having a good time.
Yeah.
We saw some good bands, and it was more funny than anything to me. But it was a shit show. Like a shit show, as in like it was a great fun mess.
Yeah, exactly.
Like nothing went
That's true.
according to plan,
Oh,
but
God, no.
everybody had a lot.
There
of
was a
fun.
dude giving stick tattoos in the back. Like,
Yeah, I know that dude. Yeah.
Dude, our homie Gerson, who takes pictures for us, wanted that.
Gerson is quite the name.
It is.
Is
It
that
is.
his
It's really
first
funny.
name?
Every time he says
Yeah.
it's his first name. Every time he says it, people were like,
What?
"What?"
kind of name
It's
is
like
that?
Gerson, but it's person with a G.
You tell me it's like some name from the Bible that his parents
Oh, okay.
gave him.
I don't know.
I went to Catholic school for 4 years during high school. I've never heard the name
It's like
Gerson.
the Old Testament or some stuff like that. It's like
I
From the
studied
Bible,
the
it's all
Old
that
Testament left and right. But yeah, he's our photographer. He's like, I think I'm gonna get like a smiley face or something. I was like, really, bro? Your first tattoo, you're gonna get a smiley face from a stick and poke in the back of a crappy show? Like,
Yeah,
come
dude,
on,
that's
dude.
that's DIY as hell.
Yeah, I appreciate
I was like,
that.
dude.
I would get a smiley face.
I'm gonna get a smiley face.
I have a
It's like,
bunch of stick and poke tattoos, and like they're my favorite
Oh,
tattoos.
stick and poke's badass. I'm just saying, like, dude, your first tattoo, like, I don't know if he's cleaned that needle, bro. Like-
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't gonna get a tattoo back then.
I saw 3 needles in his little cup, and I was like, I don't know if he's just been repackaging them or.
He's probably like, I mean, I hope he was like, you shouldn't reuse needles at all.
Oh, God, no.
period.
What the
But
hell?
I hope at least he was like
Sterile.
using a lighter and then dipping them in alcohol.
alcohol or something.
Like not just beer. I mean like alcohol. Like that.
Like isopropyl.
Yeah.
I need some Bud Light.
I'll sterilize this. Let me just dip this Bud Light real quick.
But so you guys, FJC,
Yes,
and then you got the band together. Had you guys been in other bands before that?
I have.
I have.
I have not.
Okay, because I've seen some of your videos, Will, and you play guitar really well.
Oh, thank you.
I think we share a lot of musical influences,
Yeah,
and you're a
probably.
better guitar player than me. So when I hear you do it, I'm like,
wow. Thank you. I don't know.
Cool.
I've only been playing guitar probably since like I started like playing it my senior year of high school, but I got my first guitar when I was 9. My dad plays guitar. He shreds. He's like a blues head, so he's Stevie Ray Vaughan. You know what I mean? Like he shreds. My dad is so good, and I grew up as like a drummer too. When I went to middle school, my parents were like, "Yo, well, you got to play an instrument," because they were band geeks. And so I was like, "All right, dude, I'll do the drums then." Like, it's gonna be easy to learn. And I learned it really quickly. It was really easy to learn for me, and drums have been my favorite. I don't know. It's a good thing too, because you like. When I was like middle school, high school, transitional phase, the emo phase, I was like, oh, I can take my aggression out on this. I can play hard. Yeah. And now I've lately especially, I played in the jazz band in high school, as I told you beforehand too.
Yeah.
Now like my appreciation for jazz has gone like through the roof. So lately I've been working on like quietly playing or like little accents here and there. But
it's crazy. Like I've talked to so many drummers, and you can tell good drummers because they're not just drummers. Like they understand placement, arrangement, tonality, dynamics, things like that. And, shittier drummers are just like, I can play drums. Which is like me. Like, I'm a shitty drummer. Like, we have a song on Spotify called Get It Right.
Okay.
And we didn't have, like, a drummer locked down at the time. I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And it sounds good for the song. Yeah. I think I understood, like, how the sound of the drums should be, but it's so not technical. And, like, so just, like, it's so boring.
Even simple drums drive so many songs, man. There's so many simple drum beats out there that are, like, they just drive things.
So your guys that aren't here, those band members, what are the names again?
Jamal Shelton, who actually lives 2 doors down from where we are currently located.
Yeah, I've seen you.
He's taking a nap
funny
right
story.
now.
Yeah, he's recognized the car, and Jamal's sleeping right now because he works the nocturnal hours, 2 a.m. to 10 p.m.
How do you play any shows?
Well, all the shows end at we usually go on by like 8 or 9. We're never closers. We're not big enough to be closers yet. So
okay, sorry. What was his schedule? His work schedule?
He usually works Monday through Friday, and I think it's 2 a.m. to 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. My bad, 2 a.m. to 10 p.m. 10 a.m. Oh my gosh, I keep saying it.
This is so weird. But do I know you from somewhere? No, really?
So, no.
Because you have the same name as somebody that I know, but I know you're not that guy. But then also,
that's really funny.
But you look like somebody I fucking know. This is so weird to me.
I think I might have like familiar face. I don't know. Right? Do you guys know anybody that's like me?
No, I've only met Steven once.
Yeah. So. This is a total compliment, I swear to God. But you remind me of Ben Goldwasser.
I don't know who that is.
Neither do I.
He's the keyboard player from MGMT.
Oh, all right.
Do you know?
And you talk like him too, which is funny.
Oh, thank you.
He would have said that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Steven always reminds me of Rivers Cuomo more.
He reminds me of the lead singer of Deluxe. Do you listen to Deluxe?
No.
Oh, they're cool. They're a cool band. They're like Talking Heads.
Oh, okay.
If you like Talking Heads, you like Deluxe.
Yeah.
But he looks just like the singer of Deluxe. So we always joke, like, we saw Deluxe like last year, and I was like, oh, what the heck is that, Steven? Like, he looks just like Steven. It's pretty funny. Are you sure you're not in Deluxe?
I'm sure.
He's like, I'm sure, else I wouldn't fucking be here.
That's true.
So the other band members, you have Jamal, who's next door asleep. Yes. And he plays what?
He plays the bass.
He plays the bass. And then there's
Nick Peters.
Nicholas Peters.
And he's
we call him Synth Daddy Nick.
Synth Daddy Nick.
He's a synth world. He just has like a bunch of synths.
He has, I'm pretty sure we have not seen his entire collection, because every time, like, we used to jam at my house, but now we jam at the Riff House. But regardless, every time we jam, he brings something out, like, different. Like, he has one keyboard that he always brings that he really likes, that he recently got, it's an ARP Odyssey. And then he brings like a different synth or a different modular synth, or he has his own modular that he built, or he'll bring like his Prophet he has. He just brings something different every time.
I saw his setup at the Death Club show, and I was like, this guy knows how to use his instrument.
He knows what's up, dude. Nick's really smart.
So where did you meet those guys?
Nick, I met through college. I met him through, I was taking an electronic music class, which is like a production class. Yeah. Taught us all about Logic and whatnot, and blah, blah, blah. And he was one of the teacher's aides, and I went up to him and I was like, yo, I'm in a shoegaze band. Are you down to play synths? And he went, fuck yeah, I am. It was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And then, you know of Deep Fields?
Yes.
His brother is the lead man of Deep Fields.
Okay. I saw them like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, again, I was trying to see them on their Death Club residency, but I usually work Taco Tuesdays because I work in the Mexican restaurant, Matador, right down the street.
I guess it wasn't 2 weeks ago then, but it felt like 2 weeks ago.
Probably, I don't know.
But yeah, they were good. They're
really good. I really like their song Leonidas.
Their bassist, I fucking love her. She's a great bassist. It's a girl bassist, right?
I haven't seen them live, so I don't know. But I've heard their music on Spotify. I like them.
Fucking great. Yeah. Like she knows how to play.
That's good.
Like, I mean, the whole band is good.
Oh yeah,
that kind of stuck. When I hear a good bass player, I'm like, fuck yes, thank you.
I know, right?
Like,
bass players.
It's not just like
I feel like good bassists and good drummers are really hard to come by.
Yeah, and they're flaky.
I'm really not flaky for a drummer.
Yeah,
but I try my best to not be late, and I always end up being late. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we jam at your place, so you can't be late.
Well, we jam at Riff House now for the most part, but I feel like
professional though. He sets it up so he doesn't have to be late.
Yeah. Well, he wakes up. He just wakes up and he's there.
Like, come on.
I wake up and I'm at the rehearsal spot. So
that's pretty much here. I mean, we have practice here, and so I finish work and I'm like, I just set up everybody's stuff and they get here and we go.
That's cool. The neighbors don't complain.
They never don't bitch at you?
The street, you can't really hear shit.
Oh,
we're like right here. There's a big wall right there. You can't really hear anything.
Because we
play fucking loud here too.
Really,
really loud,
dude. We've played shows at Jamal's house, backyard shows at Jamal's house, and the cops roll up in 10 minutes.
Backyard.
Oh, yeah, we're in the outside.
Yeah, that's.
I want to have a show here. You guys should play.
I'm fucking down.
What I want to do is I want to move this this table right here.
You can move this?
Yeah, I can move it.
Oh my gosh.
And so then if you look up here, I go up 2 stairs. I'm higher above you guys right now, if you haven't noticed. So there's like a stage here.
Now I do, now that you mentioned that.
And, I want to do like the stage here.
Dude,
and
I'm so down.
Our
bassist can't not make the gig because he lives 100 yards away.
That'd be so cool for him. Because he always has to go early because he has work. So he's just like,
yeah, exactly.
Yo, guys, I'll play a show.
You can just sleep, bro. I'll knock on your door. Just come by.
My dad just be like, yo, let me grab cereal real quick.
Yeah, I really want to set something up here. That is why I remove background noise because that car going by right now.
Exactly.
But so I want to have this band Iris, they're buddies of mine, and Bundy. I want them to play the show as well.
I've seen their name before.
And the only problem is, for it to not get shut down, I need to figure out a way to keep everyone inside and have no ins and outs. But I guess I could just leave the back open if people want to smoke
have
cigarettes.
A cigarette or something.
Yeah, but
that makes sense. I will say though,
you really can't hear anything. Like when we play loud, we've had we always have a sound tech here when we play, and we've had them stand outside and walk around, and they're like, we can barely hear you.
Really?
Yeah,
that's cool. This place is proved pretty well then.
It's just that there's the street. The neighbors are actually kind of far away, because we're in this room.
From here, yeah. Because I was going to say, the neighbors right there, they're the ones who always call the cops on us when we're at Jamal's house. We've literally been having conversations where we're probably talking about as loud as we are.
Yeah.
Over a campfire, and a cop pulled up, and he was like, hey, we got complaints from the neighbors. You guys are too loud. And Tristan was right there. He's like, dude, we're just talking. We're outside of the campfire talking, and it's 11:30.
Yeah, that neighbor guy, he's so funny. He comes in here all the time, and he's complained about. So let me guess. Jamal moved in there maybe a year ago.
No, he's been living there since
his mom's been living there. He probably moved. He lived in New York for a while, but he moved back probably 2 years ago.
Okay, because he was. Yeah, the neighbor here was complaining. He's like, "There's always these fucking young guys over there," and it was you guys, yeah. And I told him,
small world.
And he lies about it a little bit. He's like, they're at 4 a.m. and they're yelling and they're
4 a.m. I've never been at Jamal's house at 4 a.m. I'll tell you that right now.
He told me that people were having sex in the back there or something. Yeah.
It's lit.
I mean that's a possibility. I don't know. I don't live there, so I don't know what Jamal does. But
whatever kind of parties you've been having, this back alley gets lit.
Amen. I can't release details.
We had this one party one time, and it was the same bonfire party. We were there wasn't even no music playing. We were just all talking in the campfire, and somebody knocks on the door. I thought it was one of my friends.
Yeah.
And I was just joking around. I was like, "Who is it?" All high key, my voice is all up. He's like, "Fullerton Police Department," and I'm like, "Seriously, who is it?" "Fullerton Police Department." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" And I go there, I have like weed in my hand, and I check, and I thought it was just my friend. I check, and it was like, oh fuck, it is, and I close it real quick, and I put my weed like right next to, it was like at the ledge.
Fullerton PD, they try to be really good these days. They're trying not to fuck with people anymore, but
throw that whole Kelly.
They have a lot worse to deal with in Fullerton. I feel like than the people smoking weed and
Well, now they can't.
That's
Weed's
true,
legal.
especially if you're on your own property.
Like,
I know, right? If we're on Jamal's property and we're smoking weed, and the owner of the property, his mom says, "Yeah, it's fine."
Yeah.
Then suck it.
Suck it. Jamal's mom says it's fine.
Yeah, Jamal's mom says it's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But so you guys all met through college, pretty much. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And did you guys?
We met through high school.
Yeah.
We've known each other since high school.
What high school did you guys go to?
Fullerton.
Okay. And where did you go for high school?
I went to Servite in Anaheim.
Okay, I went to Fairmont.
I went to Fairmont.
Yeah, I hated it.
I hated Servite as well.
Private school sucks.
I hope none of
dude.
the admin. Well, I don't really care if any of the admin hear this. I hated Servite.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool. Like, I got some good friends from it, but because it's high school. But I didn't like the way it was run. It was
I don't talk to anybody from high school.
Yeah, I like
guess
to.
one.
There's a select few I do. It was like my homies from high school, and that's it. Like,
I still talk to them. Like they're my friends from high school. I still talk to them.
Okay.
Like, so it's still there.
Fullerton High School. Dude, it trips me out. I feel like I fucking know you. Steven Caceres. And I know it's Steven Caceres. And I
Wait,
know it's not
Drew?
you. I know you. Stop it. For a second I was like,
Dad, is that you?
no, but damn, that's so weird, man. It's making me uncomfortable. But yeah, so you guys knew each other from high school. You met them all in college. Were you guys taking the same classes, or how did you?
Now we are. I met Tristan through Ian. I
Yeah.
knew Ian through high school, just from, I don't know if it was I met him on campus or it was in the music building or something, but I met Ian, and then Ian was like, "Yo, this is my homie Tristan." And Tristan was wearing a Stroke shirt, but it was the Angles album.
Yeah.
And I went, "Oh, dude, that's a cool Stroke shirt. Like, I haven't seen that album on a shirt yet." I was,
Yeah.
should I get a shirt? Oh, no. And I guess I had met Tristan before that, technically, but I don't remember meeting him the first time. And I was sober.
Stoner.
I don't know. I'm
just kidding.
You were in the
This was
cafeteria,
before,
bro.
it's
because you were in.
I didn't start smoking weed until I started hanging out with Tristan. I'll say that.
Before he was in our band, he was in this band called Transitions.
Transitions.
Yeah.
That band was cool. I'm cool with the guys now, but I didn't like the way they like to run things. They're very my way or the highway, and I'm very
In a rock and roll way, or in a?
well. The band was like indie rock, but it had some jazz influence. But it was cool, and it was a cool first band experience because it's collaboration, working with others and whatnot. But they just wanted things a very certain way, and I kind of wanted to have that artistic freedom.
Mm.
And I was like, I'm kind of not down anymore, guys.
Yeah.
I told them that, and they're still cool. Like, we're cool. They play open mic nights at Night Owl all the time, and they actually put on their own open mic nights. They'll just plug into the outlets in the parking structure behind Night Owl, and they'll start playing. And we've walked up on them playing, and I've played with them. Like, we're still cool guys. Like, one of them's really into surf rock, and surf rock's kind of huge in Orange County right now, as I'm sure you know.
It's huge in California. You're in
California.
SoCal.
You're in SoCal.
Since
Right.
the 1960s, it's been big.
But he's really into like making it super bluesy, and it's really cool. His name's
Bluesy surf rock sounds cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's Jesse Alfaro. He's really cool. JLA on Instagram. He's cool. He's got an interesting vibe. But that guy was cool, and that band was fun. But it was just they wanted things a very certain way, and like I said, I'm about that artistic freedom much.
Yeah. I
started this band almost that way, where I was like, no, things gonna be like this, and then I was like, wait, you like artistic freedom?
I've seen you guys play.
Okay.
It sounded to me, and it's so horrible to describe other people's music. It's not a fun process because every one of you feels like your music is its own thing that like you connect with. But even you guys don't like agree on it. But to me, I heard a lot of, obviously it was shoegaze, but I heard a lot of Tame Impala in it, surprisingly.
We haven't gotten that one yet, and I'm really stoked we've gotten that one.
Tame Impala and
Kevin Parker's a god.
He is a god.
Whole
Steven's
album by himself.
But there's this.
Tristan's got a hard on for
This
Kevin
is gonna
Parker.
sound weird too, but like there was this weird like Chicano Batman feel as well.
Cool, I'm down for that, man. We still haven't gotten that one either.
Okay.
I'm down for Chicano Batman.
I have weird like associations with music, but like I just remember it's got the melodies of Chicano Batman to me. I think maybe it's more the melody structure.
That's really funny.
And then maybe the guitar and your synth player is what made me feel like Tame Impala a bit.
Okay, yeah, because Nick, when he's back and he's back, especially at that Death Club show, I think he had his Rhodes. Oh no, that was the first show he had the Rhodes, but Nick's a good synth player. He can definitely we were in the electronic music ensemble with him, and we just covered like synth hit songs from like the 80s, electronic music songs from like the 80s. We covered a couple rock songs, but we were playing oh my gosh, what song did we play by Joy Division?
Oh, Disorder.
We played Disorder by Joy Division. He listened to the synth for 3 seconds. He went, "Oh, wow!" And he got the exact synth out of Disorder. How did you do that, Nick?
They like know where all the filters and which LFOs.
It was insane.
Our drummer is like that, to where like I'll play like a riff and I won't know that it's a riff inspired by something else that I've heard before, and he'll play the drums to like the exact song. I'm like, what? I'll be like, that. I didn't even. What? Now you're making me feel like I'm ripping this band off.
That's really cool that you say Tame Impala, because we haven't gotten that one yet. We've gotten the Killers. We've got the Growlers. People say, "Oh, you guys sound like the Growlers." I was like, all right. Which I love the Growlers. Growlers are a tight band.
I think that's just a Fullerton thing to say. Like people are just like, oh, they could be slightly associated with Burger Records. And it's like, they're just like, have you ever heard of the Growlers?
Have you heard of the Growlers?
So
you probably don't listen to them.
No.
Have you heard of Mac DeMarco? You probably don't listen to him.
I know you're making a joke, but it's so funny that people hate on Mac DeMarco because I still like him.
Oh, I love Mac DeMarco. Mac DeMarco's badass. He's like
I've touched his ass.
we saw him at Coachella and he stage dove, and I went to go support him, but my hand almost grabbed his taint, so I had to grab his ass.
I was just filming, so I was like, oh, okay.
So I mean, in my scenario,
there's nothing wrong with supporting someone's taint.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just felt awkward because there was a little bit of a sweat stain, and
Mac
DeMarco's got some swamp ass.
Everyone needs to be supported. He does have swamp ass. He is a gross motherfucker that I love.
Yes. Dude, everyone loves him. Girls have crushes on him, and he looks so bad.
Dude,
he's not the prettiest motherfucker.
But you know what?
He's a genuine guy.
Hey man,
he's genuine. He has fun, and he sings love songs.
He calls his own music jizz jazz.
You saw him at that Home Shake show at like not too long ago. He was in the crowd. Like I saw him.
Well, because he used to be the
guitarist of Home Shake, used to be Marco.
Yeah.
Tristan just saw him and was like, "Yo, Mac."
He was like, "Is that Mac?" He was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I was like, "Okay, cool. What's up, dude?" It was kind of cool. Nobody was like, "Oh my God, it's Mac DeMarco." It was just like, "What's up, Mac?" I was like, "What's up, man?" He
blends in really well. He looks like everybody else.
Yeah. It's funny. What does he call that? The hobo chic or something?
Oh, is that have you seen Zoolander?
Yeah.
Derelict.
Yeah. The fashion line where it's all trash.
Yeah, where it's all homeless. Like,
dude, I fucking
Yeezy,
love
bro.
Zoolander.
That's Yeezy, pretty much.
So, Steven,
That's funny.
how did you start playing music?
I've just been playing guitar for like most of my life.
Did your family have guitars around, or what was it like?
All right, so there's a story. My brother. All right, my whole family's kind of musical, but not like dedicated, except for my brother. My brother has like tons of music, all different types. He makes folk music, like poetry and stuff. I wish I like took after that and like the way that I was creative in that way. Like I just like learn a bunch of songs. I pretty much learn whatever the fuck I want to learn.
Yeah.
But I don't really like try to sit down and like make what I want to make.
Yeah. But so there's been instruments around always.
Yeah. So he played guitar. And then one day I was just like, I wanted to surprise him and just learn guitar for myself. Like I took guitar lessons when I was like 5, and I wanted to surprise him one day. And then it didn't work out how I planned. Like I just came up and I was like, oh, I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah. So then I stopped guitar and I learned piano. And then I like to say that I mastered that, and then I went back.
Yeah.
I didn't master it, but
we know Steven.
Steven, I know. But I play guitar, and then what's next?
John.
Your story. I know.
So then I just
what's next in my life story?
I don't know.
You're asking Tristan like he knows exactly what happened in your life.
What happened next? So pretty much, I started learning guitar, but I didn't like the lessons. Like I didn't like how they wanted me to.
Dude, I fucking hate taking any lessons.
Just like everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody likes taking lessons. But then I stopped taking lessons and I just started learning whatever the fuck I wanted to learn. I started listening to The Strokes. Coldplay was like my first favorite band.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I just started getting better and better. Just like, I learned I had a good ear because before that, my sister like listened to a bunch of 80s music like synth pop and so there's
New
that
wave
and
shit
then,
too.
Yeah, and I grew up listening to like Kareth 101, so there's just like music inspiration. There you go, yeah.
Los Angeles.
Yeah. So like, and my mom like had really good harmony. I realized like I don't know, it was just always around.
Well, fuck you, dude. You come from a musical family. I hate you.
Well, I mean,
your whole family. Like I had my dad was musical, but you got a whole family.
Yeah, I know.
You guys must have great Thanksgivings.
No, not at all.
They're like, all right, we're gonna cover Nirvana on 3. No.
I wish. No, it's just like
that's cool, man.
We all appreciate music. My brother is like he's pretty much my dad. Like he raised me. He was 19 when I was born, so like he played guitar. Yeah, he played guitar.
My dad was 19 when I was born. So
yeah,
he's really
weird
your dad to me.
Man. Yeah. So yeah, I just
coinky-dink.
picked up guitar from him.
Okay.
And then pretty much, I mean, we all appreciate music. He's the one that plays music the most and that tries to create stuff. But no one else really like plays an instrument. My sister doesn't play one. My mom sings, but that's it, like for fun.
So you said Coldplay was like your first favorite band.
Yeah.
I like to ask people this question: what was the first CD you remember like being obsessed with? And then, what was the first CD you ever bought with your own money?
Ooh.
Your own hard-earned money?
All right. Well, both of those, the answer to both of those questions is one answer. It's, was it? Parachutes by Coldplay. First album, yeah.
Okay.
It was just like, it's a masterpiece.
That's a good album. That's a good album. I fell off. I stopped liking Coldplay after a few of the albums.
Everybody stopped liking Coldplay after a few albums.
But those first ones were really good. Okay, so what about you? First album you were obsessed with, and then first album that you bought with your own hard-earned money.
Man.
I'm talking to Will. If you're listening on iTunes or Stitcher.
I didn't start like listening. I didn't become a music head honestly until I met Tristan. Tristan was
fucking weird.
Yeah, no, seriously. This is like I've only been a music head for like 3 years. So like I really like my dad. I grew up on like.
You're
60s.
making me not like you because you're just really good for like a short period of like
I don't like you either.
I'm so sorry.
time.
No, dude, my music taste honestly was like it was cool because my dad grew me up on like classic rock, Jimi Hendrix, Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin 3, I'd probably say is the first album I ever was like every song on this album is good.
Right.
Like, and that was probably the first thing I ever listened to when I was in middle school. But like, I asked Tristan, show me bands and whatnot. I'd say recently my favorite album is that Mild High Club King Gizzard album, Sketches of New Brunswick East. The first album I ever purchased with my own money was Stadium Arcadium by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, nice.
I love people talk shit on the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I bought that album too. Yeah.
I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Did you buy it at Target?
I did.
I bought mine at
Dude.
Target. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I don't know what to tell you there.
All right, so Tristan.
Dan, my first ever album. I kind of collect records too, so I'm like trying to remember. Like the first album that I was ever obsessed with was this was back in the Philippines. I was born in the Philippines, so yeah. So I was.
That makes it cooler. I don't know why.
He's foreign.
Access Bold as Love.
Yeah, man.
Because like I was in the Southeast Asia, not
that
knowing
would be a groundbreaking album to listen to.
My dad just gave me this like album. It was like the coolest looking album ever. It was just like
your dad gave you the album.
Yeah.
So he was into music.
Yeah, but he didn't know either. He just thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
It was like, check out this album.
He's like, hey, you ever seen a black guy before?
that was my first impression. Like literally, I didn't know any black people.
He's never seen a black person
until I saw Jimi Hendrix. I was like, he's a little darker, right? I just honest kid, like probably around like 6 or 7. Like he's a little darker. He's like, yeah, he's from America. Like we're gonna go there soon. I'm like. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like someone I know.
You get there, you're like, wait, it's mostly
it's such a funny story. Like I never listened to that. And the first album that I ever bought was No. The first
with your own hard-earned money. There has to be one, man. How can you not remember it?
That's what I like. I have.
All right. While you're thinking about it, I'll tell you mine.
Okay,
so the first, I wasn't as cool as you guys, but the first album that I was ever obsessed with, because I've been obsessed with music for like ever. I just always loved music. But when I first started really listening to music, I was like in kindergarten. So the first album I ever like begged my parents to buy me was Aaron Carter. Do you guys remember Aaron Carter?
Is that the Disney guy?
Is that an American Idol name?
No,
it's
Oh,
Disney.
It sounds like an American Idol name. Oh, I know who you're talking
yeah,
about.
it's a Disney dude, and it's just the lamest like little kid pop music. But I saved myself because the first album that I ever bought with my own hard-earned money was In Rainbows by Radiohead.
That's a good fucking album.
That's a really good album.
That's a good first album to buy.
And so, dude, I was so like, my dad gave me his old like CD collection and stuff, and I grew up like on Nirvana, Rage Against the Machine, Radiohead, like a bunch of weird stuff. Do you guys know Mr. Bungle?
I've seen that name before. I've actually seen that name before.
It's weird. It's so weird, but I love it. And it totally, for some reason, like makes me who I am today. It's so stupid. But so do you remember first one you bought with your own money?
It has to be like something cheap because I remember like I went to a record store I remember one time.
Is this in the Philippines or in America?
Oh, this was in America. It was
Okay.
This was like not too long ago, probably like 4 I think it was an Ella Fitzgerald album.
Oh,
it was like
nice.
one of their live like Sydney opera.
I have a few of those, yeah.
2020. I'm just kidding.
No, man, that's
My first album was an Ella Fitzgerald album.
It was $2. That was a Burger Records, and I barely got. That was when I got my MacBook, and I got everything else because I
That was
bought.
the same day you got your MacBook? I remember
Yeah.
when you got your MacBook. That was your first album you ever purchased with your own money?
Yeah, it was $2. I was why not? I've
Damn.
always liked Ella Fitzgerald. And then I
Ella
bought.
Fitzgerald's tight.
Then I bought. Is This It? Because it was the same. That was the first thing that I picked up. But I saw like Is This It? Like this is one of my all-time favorite records.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to get it. It was $25.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. Like I got those 2 albums in one day. But the first thing that I picked up was that Ella Fitzgerald one.
Ella Fitzgerald is amazing music.
Yeah.
It really is. It's
I was in a jazz choir when. That's why I know her because
Okay.
they were teaching us about scat, and I was like, and they showed me, they showed me this. I was like,
Skidoo-bop-bow.
whoa, that's sick. She's like Bill Cosby, but not really.
She's like Bill Cosby without the
rapey.
without she's a non-rapey female Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Well. No, yeah, that's fucking weird. Isn't it crazy how like your childhood impressions of people change later?
Dude.
Like how I think I know Steven and I totally don't. Stop it. You're gonna make me think I know you.
Don't tease me.
So, the origins of music. You guys had your instruments that you played, and wait. Did you, Tristan, start on guitar?
I started on saxophone.
Saxophone. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Owen Wilson.
That was
Yeah.
that's how I met Ian, the guitarist, because he was in my junior high band, like a school band,
Mhm.
and he was playing bass clarinet, and I was playing saxophone. And
Bass
we like sat right next to each other because that's where like it divided. And I was like, "Hey, dude, that's."
Did I miss something? Who's Ian?
He was our guitarist.
He was
the guy that got like he would just disappear for 6
Oh,
months. and
sorry.
he'd just be like,
Okay, I did
yeah,
miss that. Okay,
that was that guy.
disappearing guitar player.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, he would disappear and we'd be like, "Yo, let's jam," and he wouldn't reply. 3 months later, "Yo, what's cracking, dude? When we jamming?" Bro, I texted you 3 months ago.
I mean, honestly, like, does this guy have like a drug problem or something? Because that's like pretty.
We know he
Yeah.
smokes weed. I'm sure he does, but there's no like physical proof. He's told me that he's tried meth.
Yeah, it's just straight up like.
So I'm pretty sure he goes on some meth binges
So
and then he
we're
comes back.
pretty sure.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
you're watching this, Ian. I love you.
Ian, we love you.
Yeah. Meth. That's. People say cocaine's a hell of a drug, but no, meth.
No,
Yeah.
meth-
I've never done meth, and I'll tell you, it's a hell of a drug.
I've never done it on purpose. I don't think. But- no, I mean I've done a lot of ecstasy, so I'm pretty sure there's
Yo,
probably been meth in there.
I sympathize with that. I don't know. Sometimes like
Tristan's done a lot of eggs.
I've been like I don't know. Like this is like a phase in my life where I've been
Yeah,
to a
same.
bunch of shows and like raves and that was just
Yeah,
like
me too.
raw.
Yeah.
And like
Same
there's
thing.
like a couple like pills where I'm like I don't really feel high. Like I didn't feel like I
Yeah.
was wrong. I was just like I felt different. I'm like
Probably
think-
cut with some.
this is weird.
I think within the span of 3 years, I took like 300 to 400 pills.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I had a mental
Damn.
breakdown in Vegas one time. It's on another podcast. You can.
Oh, nice. Well, check it out then.
All right.
No, but yeah, like I was doing a lot of pills. But so I'm sure I've had meth
Yeah.
or math.
Math.
I failed math. I did meth.
I've failed math as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I failed
I
math.
was like that. But yeah. So you guys got together. We're caught up now. You guys are together. You're a band. You start playing shows. That Death Club one was your second one. What was your first one?
That Mo's
It was a
music.
day
the
of
Mo's
music.
The days.
Day of
music, yeah.
Day of music.
Okay, so now how many shows you guys got under your belts?
Well, like 5 or 6.
5 or 6?
Yeah.
Within the span of like
I've noticed
3-4 months. That's
the
not bad.
years 2017 to June 21st. June 21st last year till now. 5 or 6 shows.
Wow,
It's not terrible.
you remember that? June 21st.
Well, it just turned June 21st was just the day of music. That's
Yeah,
that's the day it is every year.
Oh, okay.
So that's just how I know it. So it was like June 21st.
Okay, got it.
And then we played that one, and then the Death Club one wasn't until November because that was the Virgo show
Yeah.
or whatever that was. And then we played the Virgo show, and then we played, was that Lot 1 after that one?
Yeah, we played
somewhere
that
else
one
after
in
that.
Los Angeles.
We played like house gigs. So
Yeah.
if you want to count those, I don't remember dates for
Yeah,
those
those
and
are
whatnot.
definitely
like,
shows, yeah.
when like we had Ian and Bobby Burton was our bassist for a while, who's my neighbor, and I've known him since I was 5 or 6.
Yeah, and
He's a
played,
fantastic musician, jazz major at Cal State Long Beach. Like he's great.
we've also played at like my sister's like 18th birthday.
Yeah, that's
like,
true. That was one of our. I
with
think that was our
family.
first
A
gig.
few quinceañeras. Like,
Yeah.
That was our
That was
like
fun.
first time. Our first time we ever played in front of everybody
No, it
was at
weird.
Corey's in Long Beach.
That was,
It was my dad's band had a gig, and then during their break, I asked him if me and my friends Ian and Tristan could play. Because me, Ian, and Tristan were the only 3. We couldn't find a steady bassist for the longest time. We had a bassist who gave me a snare, but then took Steven's bass.
Oh yeah, that's
And I tried to return the snare, and then he flaked, so he has a bass,
Wait.
but I have his snare drum.
You got a bass stolen from you, Steven?
Well, I mean, I let them borrow it.
Yeah.
It's my mistake, I guess.
Yeah.
No, he let us borrow it, and the guy was using it, and it was,
Yeah, he was.
and
he
he
said
was
he
like,
was
"Can I
gonna
take this
come
home?
back."
Can I take it home to practice?" Yeah, dude, go for it, man. Like, I don't blame you for wanting to practice. And then he like gave me his snare, like, try my snare out. I was like, okay. Maybe it was like a plot the whole time, so that if I do file a police report for a stolen bass, he's like, well, you have my snare.
What kind of bass was it?
It was a shitty Dean, like a $200, like $50. It was a shitty
It
Dean.
had sentimental value, you dick.
It's true. My brother gave me that bass.
Oh wow, yeah.
My brother gave you another bass recently too, so.
Well, I don't know. It's still shitty when shit gets stolen.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that's like,
I know you had your guitar stolen from Continental Room recently.
yeah, we got
That was yours?
Yeah, we got it
The
back.
whole video thing
With the
God
security
damn it.
cameras and all that.
Was it a Les Paul that got taken, or what kind of guitar was
Yeah.
it?
It was the Gibson SG.
Oh,
Oh,
it was white.
yeah.
No, it's the white SG, huh?
No, it might have looked white in the video,
Oh,
but
it
it's
was
a like a dark brown wood stained
Okay.
faded SG. It's a
Oh,
fucking
okay. Yeah, well, the videos were black
nice
and white
guitar.
that I saw. from
Yeah.
Continental.
Jamal's calling me. Should I answer?
Answer it. You're on the podcast.
Go
I don't
for
fucking
it.
care.
Yo, Jamal.
Yo,
What's up, man?
I have pizza.
Yeah.
Dude, bring it to Tori's window, like 2 doors down from your house, because we're in the middle of the podcast.
I'm coming.
Fuck yeah, Jamal's coming. All right.
Our bassist is coming out.
All right, we're gonna get Jamal on the podcast.
All right, Jamal, come through.
Alright, peace out.
I'll
Hey,
see you in 2 seconds.
That's so funny.
Jamal lives right there, dude.
If you guys see him come up through the door, just open it. It's locked from the outside, but you can just turn the knob and let him in.
There
He's
he is.
right there.
Wow, that was so fast.
That was really fast. Oh my god. Hey, Jamal.
Hey, how's it going?
So this is Jamal. Jamal, this
Hey,
is
Jamal.
Drew.
Nice to meet you. How's
This
it
is
going?
Psychic Wave. You can have a slice of pizza first since you gave us so much beer.
Let me see if I. Yeah, I have another chair. Give me just a second. You guys talked amongst yourselves.
Yeah, no
What's the
problem.
airtime?
So everyone, this is Jamal. Jamal's the bassist in our band. He also plays
Say
guitar in
what's
a
up,
song or
Jamal?
two.
Camera's over
There's
there.
a camera over there, mic over here.
We out here.
This is Jamal. He lives
How's it
like
going?
100 yards away from this place. So he just walked over here with pizza.
I figured since we're neighbors,
If you
I'd bring
sit
over
there,
the
you won't be
pizza.
on the camera, but it's up to you.
I'll send it to Steven.
Jamal's off camera, but he's still here, we promise. I'm gonna grab a slice of pizza because I'm kind of hungry.
It's kind of weird.
That's kind of weird.
Jamal brought
No,
it.
go for it, guys.
Whoa.
We only got about 18 minutes left anyway, so it's
Okay.
good. So where's this pizza from, man?
Is this from Larry's, like right down the
Can
street?
you give me one?
Larry's. Where's Larry's?
It's like right next to Food Fest.
Okay.
It's pretty good though.
So you got that nap sound in your voice. I heard you were taking a nap.
I like just woke up.
Okay. No worries. It's funny. Yeah. So we were basically doing their origins of like when they started playing music, how they met each other, all that bullshit.
Hell yeah.
So what about you? How'd you start playing music?
I think I started singing when I was in Catholic school, and then like from there I was like I just really enjoyed just like being around music and whatnot.
Okay.
And
And you're the
Will and I
bassist.
share- yeah.
Okay. When did you start playing bass?
when I started playing with Fünke.
That's so funny. You guys sound like you'd been playing in like a lot of other bands before then. Because when I saw you guys had a good sound, and it was
Oh, thank you.
it was you know, I actually don't see many shoegaze-ish bands or shoegaze-inspired bands, and when I do, I fucking hate it.
Okay.
It like I'm not, you know, on enough heroin or something. Like I don't know what it is, but
That's funny.
no,
Makes sense.
I don't know what it is.
Some shoegaze bands are like all white noise.
Yeah, like
And I'm like,
I like
okay, bro, this is cool
I like
if you're
to
on
have,
drugs.
like, a
But
dash of shoegaze in my songs. It's like not just like distorted guitars and like delay like Kevin Shields. I guess I like more of like the slow dive and like
Yeah, slow
Beach
dive's
Waffles
really
kind
good.
of
Okay.
shoegaze, not like My
Okay.
Bloody Valentine. I still love that album, like Love This. That's like my favorite shoegaze
Oh, yeah.
album. But
I like one song off of that album.
yeah, it's not.
Everybody
it's,
makes
it's too
It's
much
a
for some people.
hard-
But when you
it's a
get
hard sound like album to like. I remember first listening to it, I was like, "This? What is this? It's just like distortion, dude."
yeah. It
And
sounds,
then like the more like listen to it, was like, oh, there's like little things you hear every time you listen to it. I like music like that. Every time you listen to it, there's like a new layer you unpeel.
I know, but that's okay. But there's like Loveless, and you hear something new every time you listen to it. And then there's like OK Computer.
Okay, yeah, you can't compare those. Like,
And it's like,
it's
it's
just
like you hear something new every time you listen to OK Computer as well. But OK Computer has like 20 different layers and only 4 musicians, and it's like they can do that live.
Yep.
And then you like, I don't know. I guess I'm not too much of a gearhead. I feel like you got to be a gearhead to really
Yeah.
like say that My Bloody Valentine's your favorite.
I like all
That's
the
true.
effects they
Do you know
use.
anything about tone? Like, I don't.
Man,
And that's
it's
why
all
I
EQ
don't.
pedal, man.
I just play with an overdrive pedal.
No, I mean, obviously, I know a little bit about tone, but it's all to your own ear. Like, I know how my pedal board works. I know how that is, but everything else, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's like a mystery. So, we were talking a little bit about like albums and shit, and I was gonna ask you guys. So, do you have anything in the works? Any album, something that we can buy?
You can, and you will be able to very shortly. I have the planned release date as February 16th. Everything is set up to go. It was supposed to be out on January 12th, but the site that we use, our distributor site,
Right.
CD Baby. They're cool as hell. Everything works well, but I thought that when I clicked the button like publish, it was like published, but it was like, oh, it takes 1 to 4 weeks to review your legal paperwork.
Right.
So I was like, well, shit. So I I put the release date on CD Baby as 2/16. Everything is approved now. Everything has gone through the approval process. I haven't checked yet whether it's been delivered to those sites or not.
Okay.
I don't know if it will be delivered till 16th. So that's what it looks like is February 16th is the release of our EP.
So is this a physical or a digital thing?
It'll be digital, and then I can burn CDs, so we'll burn
Okay.
CDs too. And then if we get the...
And this is gonna be like on all major platforms. Is that
yeah,
right?
Spotify, Tidal, Pandora.
Fuck, people put music on Tidal.
I just did it
You
because
guys
it was
do
there.
Are any of you guys subscribed to Tidal?
I tried to trial. Like I heard like the whole like fucking 32 kilobyte bitrate thing. Like
Yeah.
you can't really hear it unless you're like a train. Like
No, they can't hear it. They pretend they hear it.
Yeah.
They just say it for selling
No, I'm
purposes.
kidding.
I just put it on there because it's free. It's going to be on iHeartRadio too, YouTube Music. It's going to be pretty much on every major stream. Shazam will have it. So if you hear it and you go, what the hell is this crap? And you throw on your Shazam and you'll be able to know what it is.
Wow, but will Siri be able to say your name? With
Probably
that,
not.
With that
Probably
loud-
No one-
No.
It's gonna sound the way
Real people can't
Funky.
say our name. I tell them every time it's Fünke. Funky? No, it's Fünke. Funky?
Oh, okay, so is the band name what I'm assuming it is?
Arrested Development?
Yeah.
We always clap every time we
Honestly, you know what? Everyone's like, where'd you get that band name?
Give me on this line.
Oh, sir.
I'm going to take another slice too while it's passing by me.
Shout out to Larry's Pizza.
Shout out to
Shout
Larry.
out.
If I had more beers, I'd offer you some, but these fuckers finished them.
Yes, it's
Do you want the last slice?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm okay.
I do.
I'm about to
I was
go.
like, you bought pizza.
Once this is done, I'm gonna eat, and then I'm out to Pasadena. But
Yeah, we're similar to Fall Out Boy. We got our name from a semi-serious or a semi-lead
What
TV show character.
What's Fall Out Boy?
Fall Out Boy is
Yeah,
Fall Out Boy
that's
from The Simpsons. Radioactive Man and Fall Out Boy?
Oh well,
Oh, that's where I got that name from.
yeah, but it's Fall Out Boy. Just another.
We don't play music like Fall Out Boy. I'll tell you that right now.
No. Of course not. A little bit worse than Fall Out Boy. No,
Hey, man.
no, but so,
It's hard to be worse than Fall Out Boy.
Sonic soundscapes, man. That's all it is.
So do you guys have I know you were saying that you want to get into merch and stuff, but have you picked out like a logo and stuff, or like what's because I've seen you guys play.
Mm-hmm.
I know of you guys, heard your music, but when I think of the band Fünke, I'm like, what am I picturing in my head? And right now it's just you guys. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like you guys.
We have.
What's your image?
We have a couple artist friends that are working on like logos and whatnot. We've been asking them, and one of our really good friends, Greg Diaz, works as an apprentice in a tattoo shop in downtown Fullerton. Amazing artist. Bleeding Beauty, right next to Buffalo Exchange.
Okay.
He and our buddy Christian Peralta. Christian Peralta is a really good artist. This is his last year. Jamal has a handful of tattoos from him.
Oh, nice. But
Give me this one.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Little Keith Haring.
I always forget that dude's name, but I recognize it every time I see it.
Everyone does. I got a couple from him as well. He's a great artist. If you guys ever need tattoos, Bleeding Beauty in downtown Fullerton, ask for Christian Peralta. But Greg's a great artist, and we asked him to draw a logo for us. And one thing he has is he does like an old timey calligraphy type font.
Let me see if I can.
He has a picture. He'll probably throw it up on the GoPro camera, but it looks like the way he drew it is it looks like as if it were written in water, and then you ran your finger through the middle of it.
Okay. Cool.
And that's what we think we might do because, I mean, the way I think of Fünke's sound is like. I really like music you can dance to because I like dancing and forgetting about my problems when I go to shows, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm also a fan of noise and shoegaze and sitting there and getting lost and almost like tripping out when you're not necessarily tripping out, you know what I mean? Like, and so
it's two different types of hypnosis.
Exactly. So I like the fact that like the logo he drew kind of exemplifies like we have a solid base, but here's a little ripple we got that you guys can get lost in.
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying. Wow, there's meaning behind the
honestly, I just kind of put that together right now.
No.
It's the beers, man.
It was the 2 beers and the pizza.
Oh, yeah. I have a picture of it for sure. I know I screenshot it on my phone. I'll pull it up.
Well, I'm looking for it. I can't.
It's a Snapchat screenshot, so there's like...
I have to look all the way to my history.
Everybody that is watching or listening to this on iTunes is like, why are all their voices like a little bit different right now? And it's because you're all eating pizza. No.
That's the logo. I'll show you real quick. That's the idea of it. It's probably not the finished product, but I'll give it to the GoPro camera for 2, 3, 1. There we go.
I have no idea if it's going to focus on that, but
you'll find out.
So we're about done here.
Okay.
What do you guys got going on next? I know you got the digital music coming out very soon, and when you guys do get that out, let me know, and I'll put you guys on my Instagram or Instagram story or something.
Very cool.
And
thank you.
But when you guys have that coming out, and then what else? What's the band Fünke got going on?
Want to tour?
We want to. We have a couple bands in Sacramento and San Francisco that want us to play with them.
Okay.
Jamal used to roadie for a band in New York that wants us to play for them in New York.
Which band?
Prince Daddy and Hyena.
Prince Daddy and the Hyena. They're pretty cool. They're really cool little like grungy punky type.
It's a cool name.
They're really like Weezer and whatnot. So
Very Weezer influence. They're cool. We got a show on February 9th and we got a show on February 15th. The show on the 9th is going to be at Que Sera in Long Beach. We're playing with the Nars, who we played with at that Death Club show that you guys were not allowed to play at because
police officers.
Them piggies rolled through.
Them piggies.
Point.
Yeah.
And then we're also playing with Katsuoso, who's a bigger head. He's got a couple of...
We just played with him.
You just played with Katsuoso. That's right. You did just play with Katsuoso. Yeah. I think we're playing with Katsuoso as well. And then on the 15th, we've got a show we're setting up with this punk band, Sex Sells. And I think we're getting the Nars in on it. And I think we've got to get one more band, but it's not hammered down 100%.
So you guys are buddies with the Nars, it sounds like?
Yes, the Nars, that Death Club show, they came up to us like, we love you guys. You guys are tight as hell. And I've slid in their DMs. And from the Fünke page. So Fünke has slid in the Nars DMs. I'm sure they'll attest.
Playing
to
hide
that
the
as well.
sausage.
Yeah, that's
hell yeah, man. You know what, dude.
Take a look.
Anyways, but we've been the Nars really like us, and really I like the Nars too. They've got a really cool indie pop, like indie dancey sound to them. I like them, and so
I saw them do. I mean, I've seen them a few times. All of them by accident, which is so funny, and it sounds rude to say that, but it's just the truth. And then I saw them on purpose play the Strokes night.
Oh, we were there.
They were there. I was not.
I was there.
The merch that they were selling, that was the merch that I printed. So it's like, it says the Continental Group.
Oh, that was.
But it's the Strokes
That's-
logo.
yeah.
and
The
all that
screen
stuff.
printing machine is on the other side of the
Yeah,
wall.
I just saw.
But the NARS did really good. They
Oh.
covered the songs really well. So
Room on Fire.
they didn't really make an impression on me too much at first, but I'm kind of a dick to where like when I hear a lot of people say that they like a band, I'm like, why? So I know a lot of people like the NARS, and I seriously have nothing against it. I'm just saying that's my personality. I'm always like, well, why? And then
it's good one.
I'm the same way. I've seen bands like that where like they're on stage and they pull a bigger crowd than like our band will pull, and I'm like, why?
Oh, I went to this one festival, Vagabond.
Yeah.
Have you heard that one?
It was like kind of like a DIY.
Have you heard of The Garden?
Yeah.
The Garden's like, girlfriend had like a band, and they were just, it was like a weird combination of DMB and like.
Oh God, she was like, yeah, it was terrible.
Well, sorry, I want to resolve that before I just end it on me shit talking the NARS. I then saw them on purpose, like went out of my way to go see them, and they were a really good band.
Oh hell yeah, they're badass.
So
They just had an EP come out on Spotify too. That's
Yeah,
really good.
we tried finding like an EP release party kind of thing.
That's what the
that didn't
90s
work
kind
yet.
of.
I get
Which is
really weird when people are like connected to Burger Records in a way, or like in the same vein as Burger Records, because I notice a lot of people just automatically like it
Mhm.
if it's
If it's Burger.
if it's anything related to Burger, and so I try to like push myself away and then get into the music later and be like, is this good music or is it just people
Burger.
like it? Yeah. But the NARS, they're good. They're good
They're
musicians.
cool.
Yeah.
They got a decent sound.
All right, so I think that's it, boys. Thanks for
for
coming
having-
by.
Yeah.
We'll get your last guy on here someday.
Synth Daddy Nick.
I know,
We'll
Synth
get him.
Daddy
We'll have
Nick.
we'll have a gear day with Nick, and it'll be nothing. This room will be filled with synths probably. He's probably gonna have like 12 technicians coming in.
Well, I
Like, it's
wanna-
nice like drum music.
I want to have a show here, and you guys should play it.
Hell
We're
yeah.
gonna
We'll organize it.
yeah, we're gonna get this out of the way. And
Yeah, we're telling Jamal like, dude, you like live right there. You're just like,
You'll just sleep and
pizzas.
All right, well, thanks for coming on, guys.
Hell
That's
yeah,
it.
man.
Thank you, man.
And
for having us.
I'll put all your links and everything in the description, and I'll send you everything once this is up. It should be all up tomorrow night. YouTube,
Cool.
Instagram,
Hell yeah.
Stitcher, all that bullshit.
Alright.
All right, good luck. Thanks for coming on,
Thanks,
guys.
man. Thanks for having us.